So Halo Monday was supposed to be over, but I went out to pick up some cheese for my wife's sandwiches tomorrow and found this. The Halo ODST drop pod, complete with the rookie. I'm not even going to try unboxing this on camera, so I'll see you in a minute. So, after having this enormous monstrosity out and playing with it for a little while, I can definitely see why it was 30 bucks. It's kind of cool, but there's no way in hell this is anywhere near worth the $55 it was originally marked as. Sorry, fighting my camera a little bit. Angle that away. Now, the figure does have the whirly top that the ODST dropships are known for. Spins. Vanes can be adjusted, can be extended, removed, etc. The plastic is kind of cheap feeling on it, meaning this was not meant to be something that was really played with. It's more of a display piece. But, well, let's just look at the outside detail a little more. It's got lots of fantastic weathering effects, which is the sort of thing you'd expect from a Todd McFarlane Toys toy. I mean, this thing looks like it's been to the back edge of Beyond and back twice. You can probably even just see the rookie inside. It's neat as a display piece, but this is by no means an actual toy you're going to want to be playing with. It just feels extremely fragile. Anyhow, we've looked at the pod. Let's go over some of the basic features other than the little whirly top. You pull out here and simply pull the front off, if it'll let go. And there we have the rookie inside. Now, he's a member of the ODST, or Orbital Dropship Troopers. General idea is think of them as paratroopers in space. That is good dihydrogen monoxide. Anyhow, as you can see, the figure is sitting in there kind of in an unusual fashion. Despite the fact that this cockpit was designed for him to sit in, the figure itself does not have enough bend at the legs to actually sit down, as opposed to kind of crouching over the seat. And only one of his hands can actually grip these little controllers. The reason for that, well, let me see if I can get him out first without breaking this thing. I don't want to break another Halo toy tonight. Now, one of his arms was misassembled. The hinge goes backwards instead of forwards. So in short, I have two misassembled toys from the Halo line tonight. Two of them. Two. Unos dos. I'm starting to think there's just some serious quality control associated with Halo toy lines. But aside from this messed up gimpy arm, which won't allow him to, you know, do anything with his arm other than completely derp it up, the figure has some decent posability. And the shoulder's on kind of a foil every attempt you make at posability joint. Hold on. There's some wrist articulation. There's some shoulder articulation on this side. Not shoulder. Bicep swivel. Then this one should be able to turn. Maybe it isn't misassembled. Wait a minute. On this side, it looks like it's fused shut. No, there's a little give. Well, this is peculiar. Oh, I think I see the problem. There we go. No, that wasn't it. Ah, there we go. It looks like there was a little bit of adhesive of some sort, even if it was unintentional, that got in that swivel joint that I simply had to snap. There. Figure is now worth the $30 I paid, and maybe a little bit more. Legs are a bit limited because it's kind of hard to get them up anywhere due to the way his hips are built. He has a swivel on the knee, but it's not a very good swivel. It doesn't do much. Or swivel at the ankle. Sorry. The knee swivel is okay. You get maybe 20, 30 degrees. But this is more of a figure that you collect for the details, and it does have lovely details. Lots of neat little ridges, and well, it just looks like an incredibly futuristic space soldier, like you'd expect from any good sci-fi franchise. Lots of wonderful, fantastic details. I mean, look at the gorgeous blue on the helmet and the overall shape of it. All these molded fanny packs and canisters and ammo clips and armor plating. The details on the inner thigh showing where it's a softer material to help them move. Those are all fantastic. Anyhow, we'll set him aside for a moment and look at the interior of the pod, which is also kind of cool. It's got a ton of little molded details in here, and it's got the basic leather seat molding. It's got the 2 control sticks. I think in the games, these held larger weapons. There's a few molded details down in the bottom, but otherwise it's mostly serviceable, but quite nice looking all in all on the interior there. Now, I was kind of sad because I figured these would allow him to store his little weapons. Your generic bad guy shooter, I have no idea what this one is named, and he also carries a bad guy shooter light. Not familiar with the Halo weapon terminology all that much, other than the needler gun. Anyhow, one other bit of detail to look at. Most of the time you won't get to appreciate the inside of this, and it'll just be your dropship trooper that sees it. But there are actually some cool details on the inside, and what looks like there's supposed to be about a half-dozen different screens on the inside. Can easily imagine he has YouTube, Reddit, 4chan, Facebook up. Anyhow, let's go ahead and look at him holding the weapons. The hands are each molded a little different. This particular hand seems designed for his big old battle rifle here. If we can get it in his hand. There we go. Seems to hold that pretty well. Pew, 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 pew. And the other hand seems molded specifically for his handgun. We'll go ahead and see if we can finagle that in there. There we go. Stupid plastic toy, bend to my will. Let's see. There we go, that's most of the way in there. Just gotta fight the trigger finger to get it in there. There we go. And the other gun is gone now. And now that... Okay, I'll put in some nice shots at the end showing him holding them. All in all, now that this arm gimp is fixed, this is a pretty cool set. I found it at my local Fred Meyer's. If you don't have Fred Meyer's in the area, you probably have Kroger's or something related to them. Same franchise. If you like the look of what you saw and $30 doesn't sound too bad, definitely go out and pick this one up. If nothing else, the detail on the figure is fantastic, even if the big toy feels a little bit hollow and flimsy. More of a display piece than anything else. I've got to say, I've spent worse $30.